welcome back to your on-campus interviews. I'm your host, Cass Venner. Here with me, I have two DSU nursing students. I'm going to have them introduce themselves before we begin.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn.
I'm Jade.
All right. So, where are you guys both from, and what brought you to DSU?
I'm from Reed Point, Montana, and I came to DSU to do track and field.
Nice.
And become be a nurse.
I'm from Gillette, Wyoming originally, and I came up here to do football and track, and then started nursing. So.
Heck yeah, very cool. So yeah, another question for the both of you. What made you both want to become a nurse?
You can go first. I feel like you're good.
My cousin was in a motorcycle accident, and I took care of him for like 2 weeks up until he passed, and then all the nurses said I was doing a really good job, and I had a friend, McCready Miller, her mom, and her really encouraged me to apply, and I did, and I've loved it ever since. So.
Very cool, good for you. That's awesome.
Mine's not as touching. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought maybe I'd be a teacher, maybe I'd be a vet. I don't know. I started nursing because it's a good career to be indecisive in because there's a lot of avenues you can go down. So that's the reason I picked nursing.
Totally. I guess that kind of leads me up to my next question. Where do you ideally want to end up when you graduate?
It's hard to pick, really hard to pick. Right now I work med-surg at CHI, and it's a wild time. I like the adrenaline of codes and things like that. So I think I'd like to be in a bigger ER for a little while. I always thought about going back to school, becoming a nurse practitioner. I thought I wanted to be a midwife, but
yeah,
I don't know anymore.
Can you talk what you do up there?
At CHI, mostly take care of people that get admitted to the hospital. So they come to the ER, they're not really qualified to be an ICU patient. Sometimes they just need fluids, antibiotics, things like that.
Gotcha.
A plethora of diagnosis.
For sure.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm a home nurse for a 1-year-old baby right now. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I'll stick with pediatrics. I really like the kids.
Very cool.
We'll see.
How long have you been doing that?
About 4 or 5 months now, since June.
Okay. So. Cool. Good for you. All right. So yeah, my next question is like, what is the process of like becoming a nurse? Like getting into the program, all that kind of stuff.
So first you have to apply. We both did pre-nursing years.
Okay.
So you can get prerequisites out of the way, but you don't have to do that here. Every program is different. So you apply to the nursing program and they take like 50 applicants, I think, around there. We have 50 starting in our class.
Okay.
First year is really basic stuff like CNA things. And then you start to get into more heavy content in the second semester. And then after 2 years, you become an LPN here.
Okay. Nice.
Then you can work as an LPN, gain experience, and then you have 2 more years and you're in the BSN program. And those are more clinical based, heavier content, more like disease processes and things.
And it's a choice too, like if you just want to be done after 2 years with your LPN, you can go ahead and do that. So it's like a lot of people go on with their BSN just because you want to have a wider scope of practice and get paid more and do more. But yeah, I just applied, got accepted, and then been doing
Here we
doing
are.
That's cool. It's pretty cool how they're able to get you guys out in the field like right away.
Yes,
Stuff,
very
so
helpful.
good exposure for sure. What is the most rewarding factor of nursing and the whole journey so far?
Probably the patients. It's not like nursing, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of a very emotionally taxing career, but just like any patient saying you're doing a good job or you're a good nurse, that makes it worth it. Just one, doesn't have to be all of them.
Yeah.
Usually is.
Totally.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. And then or just seeing them make the recovery or get a little better and make strides and grow, and it's just rewarding to have all the hard work that we spent here and then the textbooks pay off. That part really starts to add up.
Yeah, it's a grind. Dang. All right, my final question for the both of you. What does DSU mean to you?
Oh, DSU.
Yes.
All right. DSU has been my home away from home for now 5 years. I feel like I've changed a lot since I've been here, and I have to give it all to DSU. I mean, it's like makes me now, you know.
Totally, I get that.
I would agree. This is my 6th year here, and not even just like the Department of Nursing, every department, every faculty member, coaches, they're all just a big family and everyone welcomes each other, and it's just, it's nice to have that home away from home.
100%. The community.
Oh yeah.
Always bring back the community. All right, well thank you guys, appreciate it. Stay tuned for a tour of the Slim Labs.
It is a monitor that is connected to our mannequin here. This can display all of our vitals, like tele or like ECG monitoring too. And then because a lot of the times we can't take the vitals from the mannequin. They don't have a blood pressure and things like that, so we just act like we are, and then it pops up on there, and we have our vitals. These mannequins also will display lung sounds, heart sounds, and our simulation coordinator can change the lung sound and heart sound like that in simulation. So we have to like critically think of what's going on, why the patient is doing what it's doing. We also have cameras up above and speakers, so the professors can watch us and not be in the room, and they don't really interfere while we do what we do, but they do talk over the speaker to be the patient and act like the patient. So we get that feedback. And yeah, anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. Like we have sharps and
Oh yeah.
oxygen, air, everything is kind of set up like a real hospital room to make it like a real experience as much as possible. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah. And then we have.
Perfect.
These are the VR headsets we were talking about. Here they are on. We can see everything right here. And then on this computer is what else we would see with these on.
Right.
This is our skills return lab, so there's no vital signs monitors. Most of the time we come up here and practice, or the N1s will come up here and practice. Things like inserting catheters,
Vital signs. Pretty much everything that you would do as a nurse, you can do as a skill up here. This is like a lot of, like she said, where the practice time is spent, so we can come up as fourth year students and get hours for a peer mentoring program with our peer mentees that are in the N1 program. So it's good to kind of refresh our skills as well while we teach them. So it's kind of nice to have a plethora of sim labs where we can all kind of split up. Like if there's a bunch of people in here, we can go downstairs and vice versa. So.
Behind you we have supplies. There's catheters there to use. And blankets. What do we do? They do bed baths up here. We have med carts for the medication administration returns.
And like the curtains, obviously, like that's a big part of the skill. You walk in and you do hand hygiene, you provide privacy, so it's nice to have an actual kind of room set up where you're not forgetting little steps like that because it's easy.
Yep. And as you can see, there's a ton of beds. Yeah. These are kind of our older mannequins, so they just hang out.
And then right through these glass doors is where we have our class, so it's pretty nice and there's under.
Yep.
I was kind of snooping. I hope that's it.
Oh yeah. We're supposed to be in class right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. She's big. Voila. The classroom.
This is a different mannequin too.
Oh yeah.
This one's got cross location, so you can listen with a stethoscope. And it'll play different sounds, so you can identify different sounds and stuff like that. We have 2 projector screens, so we can be spread out.
Yep.
Fantastic.
All right, this is our OB sim lab. And so as you can see, we have, they're not real warmers, but they're simulation warmers. And we have all these babies over here we can do assessments on and things. And then we have moms. These mannequins are crazy. They'll actually give birth. And we have VR headsets we can wear. We'll be in like virtual reality during simulation. We haven't had an OB sim lab yet, but next semester we will. We'll let you know how it goes. This is pediatric Kale. He's had a rough one.
Dang.
But we can do assessments on this guy, and he does the same things as the mannequins downstairs, with vital signs, lung sounds, and all those kinds of things. We have 3 moms, and more babies and warmers over there. This baby over here will do vital signs, lung sounds. Oh, not this baby. One of these babies.
One of the babies.
Oh yeah, it is this baby. We'll make lung sounds, vital signs, and hook up to the monitor. And in this lab too, there's cameras and microphones, all those things.
And then over there where Xander's sitting is kind of like a little clinic kind of setting almost. We have like the otoscopes and the blood pressure and the scale charts. Kind of just looks like a regular walk-in clinic kind of room.
Yep.
Nice job. Congrats. Successful birth. It's a good baby, I don't know. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Hawk Talk. I'm this week's in-studio host, Xander Beeson, and today with me I have Jackson, Kale, and Jose. They're on our DSU wrestling team. If you guys want to take some time, introduce yourselves, go ahead.
I'm Jackson King. I'm a computer science major, and this is my third year here at DSU.
Where are you from?
California, Stockton, California.
Jose Gonzalez, also from Stockton, California. I'm a computer science and math major, though my program got cut.
I'm Kale Corley. I'm from Newcastle, Wyoming. I'm a junior and a business administration major.
Love the Wyoming boys. I'm from Gillette.
Oh, nice.
So obviously I know why you're here.
Yep.
What brings you guys here from California? Strictly wrestling, or do you guys know people up here, or just wrestling?
Just wrestling.
Just wrestling.
All right.
Just wrestling.
You guys involved in any other clubs or organizations around campus?
I'm an RA, so that helps.
What building are you in?
Selkie.
All right. You guys just had your annual lock-in. Can you explain what that is and what you guys do there?
Well, basically, it's just like a 24-hour practice where we team bond, pretty much.
Yeah, we wrestle men for 24 hours. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we start at 4 p.m. on Friday, don't get out till 4 p.m. on Saturday. We do a lot of wrestling workouts, lift workouts, circuits, running, do some classroom stuff in between. Have some pretty interesting people come in, talk to us, give us spiels about stuff. We always have a theme for it. This year's theme was opportunity and what opportunities mean and stuff.
Okay. Is that like a normal thing for like college wrestling? I've never heard anyone else do that. This is my second school, and I've never heard of any other college lock their wrestlers in for 24 hours. Is that something you guys have heard of other places, or is that just
No, as far as we know, our coach, Justin Schlegg, he came up with it, and we've been running with it since.
We've done some 12-hour ones in high school, but I haven't heard of any other schools really doing them.
That's wild. So just the whole purpose, what do you say is the main like takeaway and main purpose of that?
To see how much like you can push yourself before you break.
Okay.
Yeah. Coaches get to learn a lot about the kids when you got to go through all that stuff, because it gets pretty tough when it's 4 in the morning and you're practicing and you're tired, your body's sore, you're wore out. So coaches get to learn a lot about the kids, and you get to learn a lot about yourself, and with where you can push yourself, how much more you're capable of doing than what you maybe realized before.
Yeah.
And as Jackson said, it's a team bonding experience. You get closer with your teammates, and you build a level of trust that you didn't have before. So that really helps.
Are you guys sleeping in the wrestling room, or are you guys able to go home, or do you have to?
No, you have to stay in Weinbergen.
Oh my God, I cannot imagine. Is that like the first thing you guys do to start your season, or are you guys doing some other things before? Like obviously lifting. I've seen you guys lifting in and out of the weight room.
Conditioning.
You guys doing any like actual practices, or is that like your first practice of the year? Is that lock-in?
No, we had been on the mat for about a month probably.
Okay. So obviously, along with your lock-in, you had the blue-gray duel not too long ago. How does that help prepare you guys for the season?
I think it's just for the fans, just looking at like an audience, or to see how good everyone is.
Okay.
It's also for a way of coaches to find out what individual wrestler needs to work on and such. There's a lot of learning opportunities at that duel for sure. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a good chance to kind of get those first match jitters out of the way when you're nervous, you're competing in front of fans, you're out there actually doing it. It's a lot different than a practice setting, so the coaches and yourself get to see a lot.
Okay.
Get a lot of good things to learn before season hits, and we're going hard at it.
It really helps the freshmen too who have never wrestled in a college match, as most people don't know. High school wrestling and college wrestling is a little different rule sets, so it's really beneficial for those rookies.
Okay. Obviously, you guys have probably known your schedule for a while now. Is there a certain meet that you guys are looking at that like you have circled? Like there's a certain kid at Valley. I know I hate Valley. Being a football player, a lot of people on campus don't like Valley. Is there a certain school that when you compete against them, you're maybe going a little harder, or is there a certain person that maybe you wrestled against in high school that you'd wrestle this year? Is there anyone like that?
The only one would probably be the Tyler Plummer, just because the belt buckle.
Okay.
I think it's pretty cool prize.
Yeah, as individual duels, we don't really duel a lot. If we were to duel, I really want to get that get back for Minot against Minot. But other than that, just really focus on winning that buckle, like Jackson said.
Yeah, the buckle's sweet, but the big one I've got circled has got to be regionals, punching a ticket to nationals, making it to to the big tournament.
How many home meets do you guys have this year?
I think we only have
Two. We have one duel, and then the Tyler Plummer, which we
Although,
host.
is that in Scott Gym, or where do they do that? Is that the one that's in Scott and
The
Weinbergen?
duels are Scott, and then the tournament's usually in Weinbergen.
Okay. Make sure you go and check those out. Hawks support Hawks. Everyone come out and watch the wrestling team. What is the most challenging thing that wrestling brings to each of you?
I'd say probably balance. It's a lot to balance, making weight, putting in the time in practice, with practice, lift, school, making sure you stay on top of your school because you got to be a student first before you can be an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he said, you gotta be eligible. So balancing school and workouts gets a little tricky at first, but once you get your rhythm down, good smooth sailing. Another problem is also getting those extra workouts in. Like Kale said, he wants to make it a nationals, and in order to be a national wrestler, you gotta get a lot of extra work in.
Yeah, balance too. Like it's hard to get score again after you just like worked out 2 times in a day and you're tired at night.
No. Yeah, I feel you. I consider myself quite the athlete. I look at a lot of sports like, I could do that. I could play that. I've never once looked at a wrestling practice or watched a wrestling meeting like I could do that. That is so much stress and stuff you're putting on your body. I do not envy you guys, but also I'm very proud of what you guys are able to do. What is one piece of advice you would give to not just an incoming college? I guess you guys kind of touched on it in the last answer. Not just to an incoming college wrestler, but an incoming college athlete.
Grind. It's a grind. It's a roller coaster. There's ups, downs. Enjoy both. Without the ups, you can't really feel success in your sport, and without the downs, you can't really appreciate those ups. So just ride that roller coaster and keep grinding.
Great answer.
You know, make the best out of the opportunity you're presented with. You know, you can only compete for so long. Make the best of it and enjoy it. Enjoy the process.
Yeah, probably learn from your losses because you're not going to win every single time. So, yeah, be able to take like key points from each loss to improve.
Yep. All right, final question. What does DSU mean to each of you?
Well, as we mentioned, our theme for the lock-in was opportunity. I feel like DSU just encompasses opportunity really well. DSU has given me the opportunity to wrestle, to get a higher education, make my mom proud. I'm the first kid of hers to go to college, a university. Like I said, I'm from California, and being all the way to North Dakota was a little sketchy, but DSU gave me the opportunity, and it made me the man I am today.
Yeah, I agree with the opportunity. It means opportunity, and I'd say another good one would be family. It's almost like a little family away from home. You get to meet a lot of new people, get close with a lot of people, make some lifelong friends.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Kale. Yeah, I met some of my best friends here at college, so it's a great opportunity to to get my degree that I wanted and to have fun at the same time.
It's awesome. All right, well, thank you guys. Thank you for stopping in. See you guys next week. All right. Nice job, guys.
Welcome to the Hawk Talk segment, A Minute with Easton, and today we're going to be switching it up. We got some history trivia. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and it's kind of rapid fire. All right, you ready?
I guess so. I don't remember agreeing to this, but fire away. We'll see.
All right. What medieval English document limited the
not
powers?
medieval. No.
No?
Only American history.
Only American history.
Medieval. I'll say Magna Carta. What's the rest of the?
Oh, there you go. See, look, you already got it. What treaty officially ended the Revolutionary War in 1763?
The Treaty of Paris.
There we go. All right. Who were the Central Powers in World War I?
Oh, who were the Central Powers? Oh boy, I'm not very good on World War I. World War I was essentially Austria-Hungary, Germany, countries like that against France, England, Russia, and eventually the United States. So I don't know. I don't know who this.
Hey, you got a majority of them: Germany, Austria-Hungary, Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria.
All right,
there you go. You got a majority.
Doctor for Bulgaria. No Bulgaria.
All right. Which ancient civilization built the city of Machu Picchu in the
Oh. It's either the Mayans or the Incans.
Which one?
Machu Picchu. I'll go Mayans.
The Inca Empire. All right, here we go. I got a layup for you. What year was DSU founded?
Well, according to this sign, 1918.
There we go.
Actually, the constitutional amendment was passed in 1916, but it started operations in 1918.
There we go. See, there you get bonus points.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Easton.
Giving me charity points.
All right, this has been A Minute with Easton.
What's up, everybody? My name is Xander Beeson, and I'm back with this week's DSU Weekly Recap. Last week, both basketball teams were at home, with the girls taking on Rocky Mountain College and the boys playing Oak Hills Christian College. This week, the boys will be at home again for 2 games, playing against Montana Western and Carroll College, and the girls will be on the road for 2 games in Madison, South Dakota, playing against Haskell and the College of the Ozarks. Last week, the football team unfortunately lost in the second round of the NAIA National Playoffs to Grandview, so congrats on the amazing season, and we'll get them next year. And for the first time ever, Hawk Talk will be reporting on women's wrestling. So congrats to them. I know they had a big meet out in Minot last week. But this week they'll be heading to Great Falls, Montana for a wrestling match, and the boys will go to Crete, Nebraska for the Doane College Open. As always, shout out to all of our supporters who watch Hawk Talk every week. Hawks are up.